seated. Mr. Holmes, please call our next witness.
Your Honor, the State of Texas calls Michael Grice.
Good afternoon, Mr. Grice.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Rankin, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Please make yourself comfortable.
After you, Judge.
Yes, please.
Investigator, would you please state your full name and spell it for the court report?
Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, Grice, G-R-I-C-E.
All right. Would you let the ladies and gentlemen of the jury know what you do for a living?
I'm a criminal investigator for the Dallas County District Attorney's Office.
So you work for the District Attorney's Office the same as this team of prosecutors does?
Yes.
When did you join the DA's office?
It was 4 years ago, July 2015.
Okay. And prior to joining the Dallas County DA's office, can you tell the, well, actually before we get to that, what is your position with the DA's office?
I'm a criminal investigator.
All right. And as a criminal investigator, are you a licensed peace officer with the state of Texas?
Yes.
Same duties, powers, obligations as any other peace officer that Dallas Police Department, Texas Rangers, any law enforcement officer here in the state of Texas?
Yes.
All right. Prior to joining the DA's office as a criminal investigator, what did you do then?
I was an inspector with the United States Department of Homeland Security.
Okay. And how long were you with the Department of Homeland Security?
8 years.
Okay. Can you give the jury some idea what you did for that?
Yes. I conducted covert operations at the nation's airports, dealing with improvised explosive devices.
Okay. And then prior to that, can you tell the jury what you did?
I was with the Richardson Police Department for 25 years.
And can you let the jury know what you did for the Richardson Police Department?
I was a police officer. 19 of those 25 years I was in criminal investigations, either as an investigator or a supervisor.
Okay. And with respect to your position here with the Dallas County District Attorney's Office, the District Attorney's Office is kind of a hybrid law enforcement agency where you have civilians like myself and Laquita and the rest of the team, and we have peace officers like yourself who join together to get cases for either prosecution or otherwise. Is that right?
Yes.
Are you part of a prosecution team in most cases so that you can help get evidence or witnesses that may be necessary to prosecute an offense?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back to September of 2018. Can you let the ladies and gentlemen of the jury know where you were assigned within the DA's office in September of 2018?
I was assigned to the Public Integrity Division, the Civil Rights Unit.
Okay. And what does the Public Integrity Division Civil Rights Unit do predominantly?
Predominantly, we investigate officer-involved shootings and security guard shootings and also in-custody deaths.
Now, we can get into this as much as we want, but generally speaking, if there's an officer-involved shooting or a death in custody involving a law enforcement officer, what role does the District Attorney's Office do as far as those cases and their investigations?
Whenever we are notified of an incident, there will be an on-call investigator and an on-call assistant district attorney. We will respond to the location and meet with the lead investigative agency, and we will get a preliminary run-through of what occurred. If there is a death involved, we will attend the autopsy, and then we will work together with the investigating agency up to the point where they complete their investigation and turn it over to the district attorney's office. At that point, we conduct an independent investigation in order to prepare it for grand jury.
Okay. And is it fair to say that while the law enforcement agency that has the primary jurisdiction investigation of the case, the district attorney's office, we do our own investigation? And it oftentimes is running along the same time, or sometimes it's after they've submitted it. Is that fair?
Yes.
Is it the case that more often than not that at the conclusion of both investigations we agree with the law enforcement agency?
Yes.
Is it sometimes the case that we don't?
Yes.
Okay. Either way, we do our thing, they do their thing, but we try and be compatible. Is that fair?
Yes.
All right. I want to take you to September the 9th, 2018. Do you recall what day of the week that was?
That was a Sunday.
All right. And do you recall being here at this building as part of the investigation into the defendant and the shooting of both of John?
Yes.
Okay. Were we made aware, us collectively, that there was some evidence that had not been seized?
Yes.
What specifically?
It was a mat at the front door of apartment 1478, red in color.
And This was going to be now 3 days after the incident.
Yes.
Can you tell me, you as an investigator, did you have concerns that that mat may not be available or could be taken?
Yes.
So what was the collective decision of the district attorney's office, since none of the law enforcement agencies had opted to seize it?
Was to obtain a search warrant and collect the evidence and bring it back to the district attorney's office.
All right, and did we, who was sent out to the scene to actually sit on, I mean, not literally, but to stay with the mat until such time as a judge authorized its seizure?
I was.
Do you, in fact, wasn't it communicated, and in fact, did the Rangers do the warrant, or did we do the warrant for its actual seizure?
Ranger Armstrong wrote the warrant.
But it was at our insistence that the mat be seized?
Yes.
Okay, so you sat out there until the judge signed the warrant?
Yes.
And I'm not saying this judge, a district judge signed the search warrant for us to seize that mat.
Yes.
At which time, what did you do?
At that time, I collected the mat and drove it back to the district attorney's office and provided it to Investigator Lenore.
Do you know whether or not that was later turned over to the Rangers so that they could safely keep it?
Yes, it was.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
All right, Investigator Grice. I'm showing you what's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit number 267. Do you see any unique markings on this particular item that indicate that this is what you took?
Yes.
What do you see?
I see my initials, MG, with the date of 9/9/18 and the time 5:56 p.m.
All right, and is this the mat that you seized from in front of 1478?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I publish, or I'm going to offer State's Exhibit 267. God bless you.
Thank you.
Permission to publish?
Did you say no objections?
No objection.
No objection.
Oh, thank you. It's admitted.
Permission to publish?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this was the mat as it existed on September the 9th of 2018.
Yes.
Just in your walk at the Southside Flats to go and sit on this mat until such time as we were given permission to, God bless you, Judge.
Excuse me.
Until such time as you were given the authority to seize it, did you see any other floor mat on that floor that looked like that mat?
No.
I'll pass the witness.
Investigator Grice, I just have a few questions for you. I believe you said that when there's an officer involved shooting that there's a team that's dispatched whatever time of the day it occurs, is that right?
Yes.
From the DA's office?
Yes.
On September 6th, were you the investigator sent out, or was that another investigator?
It was another investigator. It was not me.
Okay. Was a prosecutor also sent out that night?
I don't know.
All right. You've reviewed some of the evidence in this case, I take it, photographs that were taken?
But minimally, yes.
All right. You do know that the Dallas Police physical evidence detective was summoned to the scene on September 6th?
Yes.
And took numerous photos of the hallways, the inside of the apartments involved, that sort of thing?
Yes.
Took numerous photos of the red carpet where it was positioned outside the wall, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. The next day, Detective Cleary with the Dallas Police Department came to the Southside Flats and took more photos, which were introduced this morning. Were you aware of him going out there and taking more photographs?
Not specifically him, no.
Okay. Wouldn't surprise you that more photos were taken the next day by a Dallas police officer, would it?
It would not.
Which would have included more photos of the red carpet.
But
That wouldn't surprise you, would it?
it would not, no.
All right. Videotapes of when the Texas Rangers became involved on the 8th and 7th, which would have gone down the hallways and showed the red carpet where it was located outside in the hallway. Are you aware those were also videoed and saved for evidence?
Yes.
And then on the 9th, the decision was made to actually collect the red carpet. And that's when you were sent out just to watch it while it was outside, is that right?
Yes.
No one was telling you not to do it. It was just a decision made, and then you had to go through the best legal course to do that with a search warrant. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. That's all the questions I have, Judge.
There's nothing else, Judge.
May he be excused?
No objection from the state.
And from the defense.
Thank you, Investigator Grice. May I call your next witness?
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, the jury, the state rests.
I presume you need a break.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I see the lawyers? Deputy Johnson, would you please retire the jury for a moment?
All right.
So, Mr. Rogers, we're going to take about a 15-minute break or so,
Yes, ma'am.
and then we'll come back and go from there.
Okay.
I really am not accustomed to that, even though this is my 5th year. I feel a little off-put by the formality of you standing up every time. I understand juries expect that they see it on TV, and I think we should do that for them in reverence for their role. But if it's just going to be me and you know it, you don't have to. I won't be offended if you don't. Okay. The state having rested. Mr. Rogers, I understand you have some motions you'd like to file.
Yes, Your Honor. First, the defense would move for a directed verdict of not guilty, and that the state of Texas has not proved each and every element of the indictment, that the defendant knowingly and intentionally caused the death of the complainant by shooting the complainant with a firearm, or that the defendant intentionally caused serious bodily injury and committed an act clearly dangerous to human life. That they have not proven those elements, and additionally they have not proven it with this occurred without justification. Additionally, we would move for a directed verdict on murder, and that the state has not proved the requisite culpable state of mind for murder, knowingly, intentionally caused the death of, or intentionally committed an act clearly dangerous to human life. Additionally, if that motion is granted, we'd ask for a directed verdict of not guilty on manslaughter, and that the state has not proven a culpable state of mind of reckless in this case. And additionally, if that is granted, we would ask for a directed verdict on the issue of criminally negligent homicide, and that the state has not proven that the defendant acted with criminal negligence in causing the death of the complaining witness.
Mr. Hermes, I presume you have a response?
Your Honor, the state has proven each and every element in the murder indictment presented to the jury, sufficient for it to go to the jury for their consideration. With respect to the requisite mental state, not only is there the statement of the defendant that she shot the complainant, there was also the testimony of a medical examiner which said the cause of death was the gunshot wound. The bullet and the casings were linked to the gun, was in the possession of the defendant. There's no question that it was the defendant seen at the location at the time. By body cam evidence, there is substantial evidence on each and every element sufficient for this jury to find the defendant guilty of murder, and therefore all of the lessers included.
Mr. Rogers, the court will deny your motion for a directed verdict regarding murder, manslaughter, and criminally negligent homicide. And inasmuch as, I don't know whether or not you all had discussed that the state was going to rest today. But that being said, I think we will recess court today and begin tomorrow morning at 8:30 with the defense's case in chief. Is there anything else that I need to take up, Mr. Rogers?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state? And I need to let you all know, I think I have, but just to be on the record, we do intend to work on Saturday. Although on Saturday, I want to truncate it and let us be in session from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m.
We will plan accordingly, Judge.
All right, thank you.